Welcome to Canadian Armed Forces Fitness, your premier destination for online fitness training in the CAF community. Our mission is to provide dynamic, results-driven fitness programs tailored to meet the diverse needs and wants of our CAF members. Join us for our weekly live and bilingual workouts with options for every fitness level. Engage in our challenges and explore diverse content from mobility sessions to targeted training programs like force evaluation prep. Connect with our community by subscribing to our bulletin and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay informed on our latest updates and events. I'm Coach Saul, and together we are CAF Fitness. Indeed, we are CAF Fitness. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Armed Forces Fitness Studios powered by PSP. I'm your host, Coach Saul. Like always, have some water nearby, have space to work out in, and if there's any movements that do not agree with you in your body, let me know in the comment section so I can give you alternatives for those movements. Okay? Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans le studio Les Facs en forme propulsé par PSP. Je suis votre hôte, Coach Saul. Comme toujours, avoir de l'eau à proximité, avoir un espace bien dégagé et sécuritaire. Et si jamais il y a un mouvement qui ne vous convient pas, dites-moi dans les commentaires pour que je puisse vous donner des alternatives pour ces mouvements-là. Aujourd'hui, on fait de la mobilité. Alors, j'espère qu'on n'aura pas trop de modifications. Mais parlons des commentaires. Il y a un lien Wordly dans le chat en ce moment. Vous pouvez me faire parler n'importe quelle langue ou vous pouvez mettre tout simplement les sous-titres. Mais notez que ce contenu est traduit à l'aide des outils basés sur l'intelligence artificielle. Et bien que nous nous efforçons d'être précis, les traductions par IA peuvent ne pas saisir toutes les nuances de la langue d'origine. So we have a Wordly link in the chat. Please note, though, that for Wordly, for the subtitles, or you can have me speaking whatever language you'd like, please note that this content is being translated using AI-based tools. And while we strive for accuracy, AI translations may not always capture the nuances of the original language. Before we get started, please read our disclaimer on screen or in the description section. Veuillez lire l'avis de non-responsabilité avant de commencer cet entraînement. All right, everyone, it is time to get started. So it is time to get mobile, I should say. So everyone, what we're going to do is we're going to stretch today from head to toe, and we're going to spend a little bit more time in the pelvis hip area, okay? So I want everyone to be prepared for that. Make sure that you have somewhere nice to sit down on the floor, okay? So I have a mat, but if you have like a yoga mat or something like that, even sometimes carpet isn't as comfortable as you'd like it to be. So make sure that you're comfortable on the ground because we're going to be spending lots of time there. Okay. But while we're moving through all of these movements that we're doing today, I want you to keep in mind that I want you to be synchronizing the movements with your breathing. Okay. They need to become one because breathing is what's going to help release stress, not only emotional stress, but also physical stress, right? When we're stressed, our body responds in accordance to that. So breathing is going to allow our body to relax and get the benefits from these stretches that we're going to be doing. Okay? Alors tout le monde, je veux que vous respirez et que vous lâchez toute la tension dans votre corps pour que vous puissiez bénéficier de cet entraînement aujourd'hui, de cet étirement. Okay, everyone, let's start off by reaching our hands towards the floor, spreading the fingertips. You can do this from a standing position or a seated position, but I'm going to start standing because, like I said, we're going to be on the floor a lot today, okay? So I want you to start nodding your head up and down. And what I want you to focus on is inhale as you look up, exhale as you look down. I want you to focus on shoulders being down and back. And I want you to focus on your chin, reaching for the ceiling, and then reaching for your chest. Reaching for the ceiling, reaching for your chest. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's look side to side now. So reach your chin from one shoulder to the other. But like I said, reaching your chin and then keeping your shoulders low. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Amazing. Everyone, chin down on your chest now, le menton sur la poitrine. Et on va aller de gauche à droite avec les demi-cercles en avant. Si vous voulez en rajouter un petit peu de résistance sans sans vous faire mal, lacez vos mains ensemble, vos doigts ensemble et juste mettez les mains en arrière de la tête et vous sentirez un petit peu plus de résistance. Mais comme j'ai dit, pas trop. Je ne veux pas que vous tirez sur le cou. Je veux que vous relaxez les bras et laissez la résistance se faire naturellement. Très bien. Et on lâche cet étirement, on regarde vers le haut, on atteint le plafond avec le menton et on va peindre les arcs-en-ciel avec le menton. On ne veut pas écraser le cou en arrière en faisant ce mouvement. On veut allonger le cou pour atteindre le plafond avec le menton. Très bien, on va travailler un petit peu sur la posture maintenant et ça commence avec les épaules. Ok? Alors je veux que vous mettez vos bras, que vous étendez les bras à côté comme ça et que vous mettez une main euh, face en haut et l'autre main face en haut, mais dans l'autre sens. Ok? Twistez dans l'autre sens. Alors je veux maintenant que vous détournez et que vous retournez l'autre main. Ok? Ça s'appelle des vis d'épaule. Okay, so I want you to start rotating one arm, screw, and then you're going to unscrew the other arm. And you're breathing. Inhale. And as you exhale, make it like a wave. Inhale and exhale. Loosen up the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, twist. Nice job. Twice more. Last one. Very good. And relax. All right, this time, folding your hands in front, bringing your shoulders as close together, the front of your shoulders. Try and touch the anterior head of your shoulders together, which of course we can't do because that collarbone is in the way, that pesky collarbone. But see how round my back is? I want you to try and do this. Put your chin on your chest. Really round out that back as much as possible. Just teeter from one side to the other. Vous allez sentir tous les muscles entre les omoplates et la colonne vertébrale se étirer. You're going to feel all the muscles between your shoulder blades and your spine just stretching out here. Good. Now I want you to fold your fingers in behind and I want you to reach for the ground while you open up the chest and the shoulders towards the sky. Open up. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. All right, good. We're going to go with the classic static stretch now. Reach across your body and hug in at that elbow. Okay? At that elbow because I want you to really get the full benefit from your shoulder, not necessarily like your delts. I don't want you necessarily targeting your shoulder blades right now. Okay? Which would be done if we were holding the wrists. Right? If we're holding the wrist, then it gives a little bit bigger of a lever and it kind of pulls on that shoulder blade a little bit right now. I just want you to hold it at the elbow. Je veux que vous tenez au coude, que vous tirez vers vous pour vraiment étirer l'épaule. Pour vraiment cibler l'épaule. 3, 2, 1 et on change de bras. Alors même chose, on atteint le côté opposé et on tire. Oh yes, oh, we're pulling towards ourselves. Very nice. Again, inhale and exhale. Very good. Now I want you to use the other arm, reach up and in behind. And if you have a wall or a squat rack nearby, put that elbow up against the wall and then reach for the back of your shoulder. Okay, if not, just use your arms like myself. And now switch arms, so reach up and then back. Put that elbow on the wall or the squat rack or whatever you got nearby. Et l'autre bras, on cible non seulement le triceps, mais aussi on cible l'épaule. Inspirez du nez et souffle de la bouche. Très bien. Merci pour l'amour sur Facebook et YouTube et Instagram. Good. Relax. Shake out the arms a little bit. Very, very nice. Okay, everyone, let's take care of the wrists a little bit, and we're actually going to get down to the floor for that. So I want everyone to come to an all fours position. Hands on the floor, fingers spread wide. Okay, écartez vos doigts au maximum, et je veux que vous basculez vers l'avant, ensuite vers l'arrière. Ok, grande respiration. Et pendant que vous basculez vers l'avant, je veux que vous appuyez les doigts au sol pour vous envoyer vers l'arrière. Pour vraiment engager les muscles dans le poignet. En appuyant les doigts au sol ou au matelas ou n'importe ce que vous êtes dessus. Très bien. 3, 2, 1. On change de sens. Alors, on va pointer les doigts vers nous. We're going to turn our fingers towards us. Now, this might mean that your knees need to be a little bit closer to your hands. Or it might mean that you can't do that 180. That's okay. All I want you to do is make sure that you're rocking towards where the fingers are pointed. Okay, so even if your fingers are pointed out 90 degrees like this, make sure that you're rocking from side to side and not forward and back like this. Ok, alors je veux que vous basculez vers la direction que il pointe les doigts. Ok, alors je veux pas que vous basculez d'un côté à l'autre si vos doigts pointent à vous. Ok, je veux que vous basculez vers les doigts et je veux que vous appuyez les doigts au sol pour vous envoyer vers l'avant. Alors, c'est-à-dire que si vos doigts pointent vers l'extérieur, vous basculez de gauche à droite. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Very good. And relax. Fingers crossed. And now, not fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed that we have a good drive home after all this snow fell. If you live in Ottawa, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you have snow already, then you know I'm just complaining to complain. You're already in it. Okay, let's do some wrist figure eights. Ok, on fait des figures 8 dans une sens et ensuite dans l'autre. Trois, deux, un. Très bien. Ok, je veux qu'on se couche sur le dos. Ok, alors couchez-vous sur le dos et je veux que vous pliez vos genoux et mettez vos pieds au sol. Ok, alors j'ai mes pieds au sol, j'ai mon dos complètement plat. Je mets mes mains sur mon bassin. Okay, I want you to hold on to your pelvis here. Okay, now what's going to happen is we're going to do some pelvic tilts here. Okay, we're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to do a what's called an anterior pelvic tilt or a front pelvic tilt. So what I want you to do is I want you to tilt your pelvis towards your feet. Okay, and then when we do our second exhale, we're going to do a posterior pelvic tilt where we're going to essentially almost lift our bum off the floor, okay, because we're tilting it back towards the floor. Okay, so think of the top. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath and now point the top towards your toes. Inhale and exhale and bring that back towards the floor. Hopefully you can see the action that my hands are doing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, deep breath, tilt, posterior tilt, inhale, and forward tilt. Two more, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Okay, now what I want us to do is we're going to stay on our back, or we're going to try and stay on our back anyways. What's going to happen is, here, I'm going to move down a little bit so it's more comfortable for me. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to lift our bum, move it to the side. Okay, so notice how I was kind of like equally on both hips. Now I'm going to lift and tilt my hips towards, like away from you actually, you guys. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my knees stack on top of one another, and I'm just going to let them stay just like that while I'm trying to keep both my shoulders on the floor. Okay, we're going to stay here for a full 30 seconds before trying the other side, and I want you to take nice deep breaths to try and relax into this position. Okay, deep breath and relax. Notice how I'm using my opposite hand to grab on and kind of keep my knees stacked on top of one another. However, if you're like this, it's fine. You're kind of getting a twist, but I want you to try and stack the knees on top of one another so you're really going to be able to find that glute stretch as well. Okay, if ever any cramps or anything like that set in, immediately abandon the position. So let go of your knees, come out of it, and then relax and then come back. Okay? Or not. You can always just go into child's pose if ever there's a movement that does not agree with you. Trois, deux, un. On revient au centre, on lève les fesses et on remet au neutre avant de rien faire. Ok, alors on fait des petites essuie-glaces avec les jambes juste pour assurer que tout va bien au niveau du bas du dos. Ok, et maintenant on lève les fesses, on les bouge dans l'autre direction cette fois-ci. On laisse tomber les genoux un par-dessus l'autre. On tient les genoux si on veut. Et je garde mes deux épaules au sol. Et on tient cet étirement pendant 30 secondes compté par Coach Saul. Alors vous savez déjà que c'est plus proche de 45 secondes qu'on le tient. Parce que j'adore vous donner des astuces et trucs comme ça. Ok, alors si vous voyez, vous remarquez ma main par-dessus mes genoux pour les tenir ensemble. Grande respiration. Si jamais vous avez des cramps ou quoi que ce soit, abandonnez la position et mettez-vous dans une position d'enfant. Grande respiration. Three, two, one. And now come on back with the knees pointed up. Now I'm going to move my hips back to neutral. Notice how I didn't just roll out of it, right? So you come up first, then roll the hips back to normal, and then just do some windshield wipers. Make sure everything's good in your lower back before moving on to the next stretch. Very good. Speaking of lower back, we're going to take care of that right now. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to lay flat on the floor. I want you to bring your one knee, une jambe seulement, vers la poitrine. I want you to bring one knee up towards your chest, and I want you to hold it there. Okay, and what I want you to notice as well about my position is that I'm not arching my back. My t-shirt's in the way, but I'm not allowing any space under here. Okay, I want you to make sure that you're in a position where you can put your entire back, press your low back into the floor, drive your knee in towards your chest. This is not a passive stretch necessarily, so I don't want you just to kind of relax. We're only here for 30 seconds, so I want you pulling that knee in towards your chest, pushing your lower back into the floor, and then not bending your knee either. I want you to maybe start with the bent knee, but then straighten it down so that your hamstring and calf are on the floor. Ok, alors je veux que vous allongez la jambe qu'on n'utilise pas en ce moment pour que les ischio-jambiers aient bien le mollet et au sol, ainsi que le bas du dos et les omoplates. And time, we're going to switch legs. So just come slowly out of there. You can start with the bent knee, bend your other knee, drive it into your chest, pull, and then you can straighten that bottom leg all the way to the floor. Okay, we're getting a nice stretch, low back, hip flexors. You know, a lot of people don't realize that your hip flexors they affect your low back. They really do. So it's very important to target them often because we do like standing to sitting, right? Squatting, anything that we do where we're hinging our hips, we do deadlifts, we just bend over to pick up a pen off the floor. That's going to put some tension. That's going to be using the hip flexors. And the other thing is that the more we sit in our office chair, the tighter they get, the more low back pain we feel. Right? So it contributes to it. So kind of relieving that tension is a great way to suppress the low back pain or any stiffness or discomfort or tightness. Movement is medicine, right? All right, 3, 2, 1, relax. This time we're going to, bring both legs down to the floor, and then why don't we lay here for 30 seconds, just being conscious of the way our body is, okay? Alors, je veux que vous soyez conscient de comment vous sentez dans votre corps en ce moment. Vous poussez le bas du dos au sol, mais en même temps, on garde les talons, les ischio-jambiers et les mollets au sol. Et on va amener les deux genoux vers les oreilles. Et on va rester ici pendant notre 10 secondes. Grande respiration. Deep breath. And 3, 2, 1. I believe. Okay, bring both knees in towards your chest now. And you can either hold, see how I'm lacing both fingers together? You can hold like this and have kind of like a cannonball, or you can kind of hold one leg in each arm and drive those knees in towards your ears. Two options here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. While we're here, you can rock side to side if you wish. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful. Okay, again, we're going to be targeting this hip flexor, so I want you to sit up when you feel comfortable, and then I'm going to move back a little bit so I can stay on my mat. Okay, now I'm going to tuck one leg in behind my bum. Ok, alors je vais plier un genou et je vais mettre mon pied en arrière de mes fessiers. Ok, et là, je vais m'incliner vers l'arrière. Alors, ça dépend de ma mobilité. Je ne veux pas décoller le genou du sol. Okay, I want to keep my knee on the floor. So if ever you're leaning back and your knee comes up, stop and move back to your last position. Okay, squeeze your glutes, not with your hands, but I want you to squeeze the muscle. I want you to contract the muscle. Okay, and then I just want you to lean back, keeping the knee on the floor. Reach your opposite hand over top even. If you're still having trouble feeling a stretch in your quads, yes, and your hip flexor. We want to really go and get that stretch in your hip flexor. Okay, I'm going to lay down on my shoulder even, see how that feels. Okay, so I want you to find a stretch that feels good for you and then go get it. Okay. Then I want you to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Slowly and carefully come on up. And then we're going to switch legs now. So we're going to extend one leg, and then we're going to tuck the other leg in behind. Okay, knee on the floor like we discussed before. Drop the knee to the floor. Not the knee, the elbow to the floor. If that is too much, then come back up to your hand. But if you're still looking for more, then two things. Squeeze your glute, so you extend your hip a little bit further. Reach your opposite hand up. And then if those both are not enough to feel that stretch right up in that hip flexor there, I want you to lay down and reach. Make sure you're breathing here, people. Don't forget. Don't hold your breath. Breathe through the exercise. Make sure that you're through the stretch, I should say. Make sure that you're reminding yourself that it's all going to be okay. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Nice and slowly, like I said, but surely. Et on va étendre les deux pieds devant nous, les deux jambes devant nous. OK, en ce moment, je m'assois avec mes deux jambes allongées devant moi. Maintenant, je vais amener un genou vers la poitrine. Je vais mettre par-dessus l'autre jambe. Et maintenant, je vais mettre si possible, si on veut juste donner un petit câlin au genou, ça va. Mais si on peut, on met le coude sur le côté opposé. Grande respiration et torsion vers le côté qu'on plie en ce moment. Okay, so take a deep breath and twist towards that knee that is flexed right now. With each breath, with each exhale, try and relax a little bit further into that stretch. Look behind you to really engage the entire back. And relax. Let's go the other side now. So knee in, foot over top. Deep breath, elbow on the opposite side. And twist. Three, two, one, and come on back in front. All right, now we're going to work a little bit on the flexion at the hip. We're going to target a little bit the posterior chain, all the way down the back of our legs, and all the way up to the top of our neck when we do this properly. So hands on the knees, et les mains sur les genoux. Grande respiration et on va suivre les jambes jusqu'aux orteils. On va soit prendre les orteils ou on va dépasser les orteils. On va toucher le sol en avant de nos pieds. Okay, and if you're looking up like this, then that means that you're kind of shortening the muscles. I want you to lengthen the muscles as much as possible. Look down between your legs. And you're going to feel a nice stretch all the way from your hips up into the back of your neck. You should also feel in the hamstrings and what are these called? Mollets, les mollets, the calves. Okay, so from here, like if you're not down like this, like me, that's totally fine. All I want you to do is I want you to, like, if you're up here like this, that's totally fine. I just want you to look down, make sure you're getting a stretch all in your neck and your back, and then I want you to make sure you're feeling in the back of your legs as well. So do not bend your knees, okay? Keep your legs completely straight. And look down. Three, two, one. Come on back. Redressez-vous. And now I want you to come into a butterfly position where we're going to externally rotate those hips, those legs. Okay, and then from here, again, we're going to try and get our nose to our toes. Okay, so we have the hips, we have the heels close to us. We have those hips externally rotated. And now let's do this. As you can see, I have a little bit less flexibility when my legs are like this. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, everyone, sit in a nice, comfortable position. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to practice your box breathing while I do the announcements and the quote of the week. Okay, so box breathing is inhale for a count of 5, hold your breath for a count of 5, exhale for a count of 5, and hold your lungs empty for a count of 5. Ok, alors box breathing, il faut respirer, inspirer pendant 5 secondes, garder les poumons pleins pendant 5 secondes, vider les poumons pendant 5 secondes et garder les poumons vides pendant 5 secondes. Ok, alors vous pouvez suivre un boîte avec la main ou vous pouvez tout simplement compter dans la tête. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, slower than that. Okay, so just get into a relaxed position, and then I want you to take a deep breath and begin your box breathing. Okay, while you're doing your box breathing, I'm going to tell you the quote of the week. The quote of the week, everyone, is. Quote of the week is. Let me see here. The quote of the week is, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Okay? En français, la citation de la semaine, prends soin de ton corps. C'est le seul endroit où tu es obligé de vivre. Ok? Alors, c'est vrai, il faut prendre soin de son corps et c'est ça qu'on fait pendant qu'on bouge, pendant qu'on se déplace, pendant les entraînements du haut du corps, bas du corps, les entraînements de force, les entraînements cardio. Mais ça nous donne du cardio, ça nous donne de la musculation, mais c'est vraiment important, même presque plus important, de vous étirer. Ok, la souplesse dans les muscles, c'est vraiment important pour prévenir les blessures. Okay, so you've only got one body to live in. Yes, doing those cardio workouts, doing the full body, core. What else do? We do strength. We do conditioning. Whatever, force prep, right? Whatever it is, it's important. It strengthens your muscles. It gives you a better cardiovascular capacity, but mobility is just as, if not more important, because it touches on injury prevention. Yes, moving, of course, touches on injury prevention because the more you move, the less you're likely to injure yourself while you move, right? But when we're just working on muscle, or cardio, whatever, without stretching, that's when we can overdo it, over tighten those muscles until they decide to break on us. Okay, so very important to do mobility, and I'm glad that we did today. I have a comment. I'll pop that up on the screen right now. C'est tellement vrai, les étirements. You feel better in your body. Merci. Merci à vous, Maris. Merci. Oui, c'est absolument vrai. On se sent tellement mieux qu'avant, après d'avoir fait de la mobilité. All right, so everyone, quick announcement, une annonce avant de partir. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Have a great weekend to you as well. If you want to stay for the announcements, great. If not, then have a great weekend. Everyone, 12 Days of Fitness starts on Monday. I can't believe it. The 9th to the 20th. Okay. I've been setting up those videos and getting everything ready for you guys, and I'm so excited for it to finally launch. The day is finally here. The workup and the build-up has been crazy for myself. So yeah, 12 Days of Fitness is starting Monday, and it's going to go until the following Friday. Yes, it's going to go till the 20th anyways, which I believe is a Friday. So watch the video, see the mystery word. There's going to be a unique link for each day, and each day is going to have its own prize pack to be won. And then at the end of the contest, we're going to be picking everyone within everybody that applied, not applied, but entered the mystery word for every single day. We're going to enter to win one of 3 grand prizes, which is going to include the Cat Fitness backpack, which actually I forgot mine, and I don't have one for the studio. I should probably just get one to hang in the studio all the time. Okay? Alors, les 12 jours d'entraînement, ça commence, c'est parti, ça commence lundi, ok, le 9 décembre, et on va jusqu'au vendredi, le 20 décembre, ok, 2024, évidemment. Ok, il y a des prix à gagner, gagner des prix, oui, mais il y a 12 prix. Alors, chaque jour, vous regarderez la vidéo, vous chercherez le mot mystère. Après d'avoir trouvé le mot mystère, vous entrez le mot mystère dans le lien qui va se trouver dans la description, des liens uniques pour chaque jour. Et ouais, après d'avoir après d'avoir entré votre mot mystère, vous allez être entré, vous serez entré pour la chance à gagner des prix fac en forme. Alors on est à 12 lots, un de chaque jour et 3 lots de grands prix que vous pourrez gagner à la fin. Ok, alors j'ai tellement hâte pour débuter. Il y a tellement de build-up que je peux pas croire que la date c'est finalement arrivé. All right, everyone, have an amazing weekend. I will see you on Monday for sure. Yesterday, I know I posted a pre-recorded just last minute, but I thought I was going to be done with an appointment, but I was stuck in the appointment, and I was like, I have to book it really quick. So I apologize for the last minute post. I think it was even 5 minutes late, but I hope you appreciated the workout anyways. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday for the beginning of 12 Days of Fitness, which is separate, by the way, from the regularly scheduled programming. Okay, so the 12 Days of Fitness is happening, but also the lives are happening. We're doing force prep. It's not a 12 Days of Fitness thing. 12 Days of Fitness is happening on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram separately from the lives. Okay, so show up for force prep after having done the challenge of the day. Okay, everyone. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Bienvenue aux Forces armées canadiennes en forme, votre destination principale pour l'entraînement physique en ligne dans la communauté des fans. Notre mission, c'est d'offrir des programmes de conditionnement physique dynamiques et axés sur les résultats, conçus pour répondre aux divers besoins et désirs des membres des fans. Rejoignez-nous pour nos séances d'entraînement hebdomadaires en ligne, en direct et bilingue, avec des options pour tous les niveaux de forme physique. Participez à nos défis et explorez notre contenu varié, des séances de mobilité aux programmes ciblés tels que la préparation pour l'évaluation force. Connectez-vous avec notre communauté dynamique en vous abonnant à notre bulletin et en nous suivant sur Facebook, Instagram et YouTube pour rester informé de nos dernières mises à jour et nos événements. Je suis Coach Saul et ensemble, nous sommes les facs en forme.